Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Kimbo here, and it's time for a special video. As you can tell by the title, this is why Season 5 of Beyblade Burst is going to be absolutely crazy, dude. So I'm giving myself a 10-minute time limit for this. I want to challenge myself. You know, that's one thing I love doing with the videos too, is I low-key like challenging myself. So I'm going to try to get this done in 10 minutes. Let's see if we can do it. But yeah, so if I'm talking pretty quickly, that's why, because there's a lot of things to go through, and this is why it's going to be awesome. And I'm going to be backing up what I have to say with just like little details and such. I'm going to try my best to. So first things first, we're going to go through a quick little run-up of all the different seasons, you know, for Beyblade Burst. So obviously the first season of Beyblade Burst, you know, you have your characters like Rantaro, Vault, Shu, Louie, Ken, Skay, or Ken, you know, and we have the basics for that. Vault starting off as a blader, you know, really figuring out. Valkyrie starting to figure it out. He gets stronger throughout the entire season, meets a bunch of different rivals, and then there's the tag team tournament where, you know, where like a bunch of different teams face off and such. Well, you know, like team tournament, not much tag team, but yeah, team tournament, they all face off. And then there's the nationals tournament, and that obviously ends with a few things happening. Spriggan breaking because of the battle with Wakia. That's why Louis wasn't the reason why, you know, it just pushed, like, Longinus pushed Spriggan over the edge, and, you know, he didn't intentionally break it, you know, but, yeah, and then Vault actually going down to Louis in the final, and Louis still being the champion for the Nationals, so, yeah, you know, and Vault still being number 2 in Japan at that point. But then we go to Season 2. Obviously, Vault goes to BC Seoul, meeting everybody at BC Seoul, meets Free. Free becomes like his ultimate rival, basically, at that point. And then the mystery around Shu, where did Shu go, all that good stuff, all the battles that are happening with everybody around, you know, the world. Cisco being involved, then you have Wakia coming back, a bunch of different bladers, and then ultimately leading up to, like, the crazy arc with, like, you know, the Big Five, you know, the International or God Bladers Cup, where everybody's going and battling. You know, you have Kurtz coming out of the shadows, you have Norman from the Snake Pit, you have Boa and such, and then obviously the whole Requiem project with Shu, who was Red Eye, you know, but he's brainwashed. So that's, I explained this so much, like, you know, it's Shu physically, but mentally he's Red Eye. He's not the same dude, you know, completely different. Shu wants power, but then that ultimately leading to Vault beating Shu and becoming the world champion. You know, he beat Red Eye, you know, in the final. I want to say Shu, like, you know, he beat Shu, Red Eye, Shu. I guess that's the best way of putting it. You know, and then anybody who doesn't know, like Astrum, the guy at the Snake Pit, the main guy, he drove off in a limo. He drove off in a limo after being scowled by Chris of BC Seoul. And then he's like, you and Vault win this time. And then that leads to Season 3. Obviously, Vault being the world champion, Iga getting introduced. Then you got, like, Ranjiro, you got Suo, Fubuki, all those characters coming in and such. And then, like, this whole setup, you know, people facing Vault as the world champion. He first beat Cisco, you know, or Silas coming back and challenging him. He had a few people come back and challenge him. Kurtz came back and challenged him. He beat him. And then Louis, when Louis faced him, it was a tie and such. But, yeah, and then there was the whole tournament for... you know, for Louis, you know, to face Louis. I ended up winning it, and then he ended up beating Louis. And then you had, like, the more tournaments that were going on as such. Then Phi came into the fray, and then a bunch of different characters getting introduced, you know, like Hoey or Heijin, you know, a bunch of different characters like that. And then it leading up to, like, the final arc, and then you obviously got, like, Hearts coming in, you know, like Phi's brother, Hearts or Hyde coming in with his Dead Hades or Dread Hades, you know, depending on like which season, you know, like whether it's the Karatomi or Hasbro, you know, the names switch up a little bit. But then ultimately leading to like Dread Hades getting absorbed by Phoenix, Dread Phoenix being born, him going around destroying Blader's base. You know, again, I mean, he already beat Laban, destroyed his Leopard, beat Achilles, destroyed Achilles, and then Iga fixed it. You know, they all fixed their base and such. But then going and facing Free, going and facing Shu, after breaking, like, Hades. And then, yeah, you know, leading up to all that good stuff towards the end, the whole Phoenix crisis, kind of, and then Iga ended up beating him, and then he ended up facing Vault for the world title, and Iga won. And then, after that, we obviously get into GT territory, Season 4, the season going on right now. Drum, Dragon, you know, Amane, Victories, you know, Fumia, Delta, all these characters and such. So then we got it where, like, Drum's going up the ranks, he's a part of, like, a bunch of different battles and such. And then he starts going up the ranks big time. He faces Delta. Delta beats him. Delta's his ultimate rival, you know, basically. And then he gets to the level where they're on the island, and then they're all facing off against Iga. Iga beats Amane. Iga beats drum the first time. Delta and Iga were kind of tied, and then Arthur came in, and then the whole Apocalypse arc started, you know, and then Apocalypse beat Achilles, and then Apocalypse started destroying the Dragon. Diabolos they both came back with obviously Imperial Dragon, Master Diabolos, and then we got Gwyn coming in with Genesis, like watching the whole thing like unfold like during this arc, and then now leading up to Big Bang Genesis and all this craziness that's going on with the show right now. So that's the basic wrap up and everything that's gone on and such. And also in the third season, Evel, the guy that was with Fi and Hyde, he kind of just vanished. Just saying. I mentioned those two big evils because they have a big effect on this. So yeah, first half. Completely wrap up of everything that's happened, and this is why the season's going to be wild. So with season 5, you've seen the silhouettes. Everybody that's in that silhouette is confirmed to be in the show. They wouldn't put them in a silhouette if they're not going to be in the show. And they're starting to slowly show off their artwork. We've seen Vaults, which he looks like the old Vault, man. It's crazy, except older. And then Rantaro and Ranjiro, both brothers, are in this. So they're going to be using the same Ragnarok or Octavore. Don't know. Maybe they will be, or maybe they'll be different. You know, in that case, they could bring back Loden having a Longinus and Louis having one. Fumia having a Fafnir. Free having a Fafnir, a different Fafnir, you know. Just depends on how they can do this. But this is wild. They can bring back so many characters with this because there's going to be 3 protagonists. You know, Vault, Iga, and Drum are all going to be in this, and they're the protagonists of their respective, seasons. And they're all going to be in one season, so that means they're all 3 going to be the protagonists for this season. With that, they could bring back so many characters that they know from their history. So for Vault, you can bring back Shu and Louis and Free, which they're already on the poster. You already know. And it seems like Cisco, too, and a lot of people that he knows, you know. It's the same thing that could happen for Iga. They could bring back Hearts. They could bring back Fi. They could bring back all these characters that Iga had met as well. And have them getting, like, new bays. Whatever this system is, have bays in this system. And that's really, really crazy, dude. And then you could bring in the characters that Drum knows. Maybe Arthur and Gwyn, maybe have a change of heart or something. Maybe bring them back. Have them battle with a new Apocalypse, a new Genesis or such. Maybe, who knows. And that's why that could be wild. And then bring back Delta. We can get all these dream battles. The number one that I've wanted to see is Shu versus Free. And now it makes sense why they haven't done it. Because they could do it in this season. This season could be about, like, you know, all these Bladers coming back, having dream battles, all of them getting stronger, and having dream battles happen. You know, Delta can go in and face Bladers like Louis or Free or Shu, you know, and the same thing for Arthur, maybe, same thing for Gwyn. All these characters going in. It could be absolutely nuts, dude, having all these characters come back, and it would just be absolutely wild, man. If they could have all of these characters come back and then have new base for them, have all these dream battles happen, and have all this wildness go on. That's one thing. Another reason why this is going to be nuts is because they're going to have the ultimate setup for this, for the ultimate evil. Every single era of Beyblade has it where there's a Blader trying to completely destroy the world. They're trying to completely just annihilate everything, you know. We saw it with, like, Brooklyn with his Zeus for the Plastic Gen. We saw it with the Nemesis Crisis how Rago did with Diablo Nemesis, you know, trying to destroy the entire world. We've had Bladers that have been trying to, like, be the ultimate Bay or destroy every other Bay or such, or wreck them, you know, Cough, Cough, Fire, Phoenix, and kind of Gwyn right now, sort of. But we haven't had a Bay that's tried to completely end the world. And that's a given that we're going to get that with this season because you have all these legendary Bladers and all these strong Bladers coming back. You have to have it where that evil is that evil because you got legendary Bladers. All these Bladers are legendary, are going to be legendary at this point. Stepping up. You have to have a Bay that's literally ready to counter anything. Like how Nemesis was, like, Nemesis level of ready to counter everything. Stronger than every other Bay or such, you know, that evil. Who it's going to be, we have no clue. We'll probably find out towards the beginning of 2021. If this happens, like, if we get the final Bay for this fifth season, beginning 2021, that'll be pretty wild, dude. Because then people will come back and be like, holy crap, you guessed it, like, a year before. I don't know. But yeah. That's one wild thing about it. And also, you could have these evils come back. You could have the Snake Pit come back because Ashton's still out there. Theodore's out there. What if he revamps the Snake Pit? What if Evel gets involved? Because he just kind of disappeared out of nowhere. Have those two evils come back. Be like a Doji Ryuga type of revenge type thing and get revenge on some of these legendary Bladers that wronged them, you know? Evel can get it on Iga. He can get it on maybe Fi and Hearts if they come back. Ashton could get it on Vault, you know, for winning the first time, you know, and then everything going on right now, dude, with GT. But that's just all the wildness of it, and that's why this season could be absolutely nuts. All these dream battles that could happen, all these Bladers getting new bays, all the releases, all the things that are going to happen with this. So, yeah. Boom. Got it, dude. So, got it in less than 10 minutes. I'm pretty proud of myself for that, because I managed to do the whole wrap up and also explain why things are going to be crazy with this. So definitely be looking forward to the season. I'm hype as heck about it because it's going to be wild, dude. All these characters coming back. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this epic video. If you did, be sure to slice that like button down below. Let me know how I did. If you're new to my channel, definitely be sure to subscribe for some epic content, because I upload daily. And if you haven't already, be sure to ring that bell by my channel name to be notified whenever I upload a video. Also, any dream battles you guys want to see, put them in the comments, because I'm really curious, like what ones you guys really want to see. And if there's anything I didn't get a chance to say in this, you know, definitely. Yeah, if I didn't have enough time to say anything, just put that down too in the comments. But yeah, because I know I went through this kind of quickly. I wanted to do a speed run, kind of, and managed to get it done. But yeah, till next time, guys, it is your boy, Kimbo, signing off. See you guys later. Thanks for watching. I'm hyped for season 5. How hype are you guys? Let me know in the comments, man. But yeah, till then, stay awesome, and cool shoot. I'm up out of here.